What's up, folks? Good morning, man. Listen, we're gonna start this one out on a good note. We're gonna start off discussing health and wellness on this discussion right here, and I'm gonna start with uh, about a minute and a half by Minister Louis Farrakhan. No matter how you feel about Minister Farrakhan, the man is dropping gems. So today we're gonna take a look at what he says about maintaining health. Let's dip in.
How is your stomach all over your knee? You're supposed to exercise if you love yourself. Uh-oh. The greater I am in my duty to myself, I'm proving that I love myself. Now, here I am. I'm getting fatter by the minute. My stomach is hanging down on my kneecaps. My ankles are swollen. My eyes are red and yellow with a tinge of green in it. But I love you, baby. Don't you trust that? You take one good look at that brother and you say, hey,
sister.
Wait a minute. How is your stomach all over your knee? Wait just a minute. What's wrong with my stomach being over my knee? It's you don't love yourself enough.
You gotta take care of yourself.
To take care of this. But what you mean? You're supposed to exercise if you love yourself. Uh-oh. What kind of walking did you do? What kind of exercise did you do? Did you get on a bicycle? Did you do something physical to keep this physical anatomy in good working condition? You didn't do that. Oh, I'm very busy. I'm too busy. I'm very busy. I'm a doctor. I got a lot of patients, man. I ain't got no time for that. I'm a teacher. I got to study, get my lesson plans out and everything. I ain't got no time for no exercise. Well, you got time to die. How is your stomach all over your knee? You're supposed to
Yeah. Well, you got time to die, right? You know, and you couldn't have broke it down any better, right? Sometimes we make so much time for other things and we forget to take care of our body. It's the most important gift God have give you if you have a healthy body. To maintain it, to keep it healthy, right? You know, I like this statement right here. This brother writes, this sister writes, if you don't make time for wellness, you'll be forced to make time for illness. That's gold right there. I'm gonna go ahead and like that because it's simple, but it ain't easy. But it's a must. Okay, there's three simple things that you must check off daily. Yes.
Don't want to play right now.
Who don't play right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Just relax, then. Close the door for me. Love you. Little buddy. I'll say there's three things you should do daily before you can blame genetics on, being out of shape. A lot of people like to say, oh, it's genetic, or I got, I have a ailment, a condition. You might, but if you're not doing these three things first, don't open your mouth to say that you out of shape and it's out of your control. One should be drinking water. Sounds simple, but too many people don't do it. Too many people say, I don't like the way water tastes. It don't taste. Water tastes, you know what water tastes like? Water tastes like oxygen. Water has two atoms of hydrogen, one of oxygen. Most is oxygen. Anybody need oxygen to breathe in their body? Oxygen. Water has oxygen in it. 2/3 of the earth is covered in what? Water. 2/3 to 3/4 of your body consists of water. April showers bring May flowers. What is the shower? Water. God is telling us something about water that we ignore. Drink water. daily. Drink, don't sip. Have family members, they'll get a big jug, right? And they'll put water in it. They don't really want to drink water, but they'll put it in it and they'll sip on it all day. I'm drinking water. Half the day go by, they still got the same big ass 32-ounce jug, haven't drunk but a little bit of it. Talk about they drinking water. You're not gonna fool your body into thinking that you're consuming water just because you're walking around with a bottle of water. You can fool me, but you're not gonna fool your body. You need to consume 60 to 100 ounces of water daily. Everybody, right? And I mean water, right? Not Gatorade or, maybe after you get good at it, you can add some Crystal Light and all that. But you need to throw away the idea that water, it tastes bad. You need to get back into the habit of drinking water, okay? 60 to 100 ounces daily. I drink 20 ounces in the morning before breakfast, before coffee. I got a 20-ounce can, 20-ounce bottle. I drink about 20 to 40 ounces through the day after lunch and things like that. Then I drink another 20 before bed. Water flushes your system of a lot of toxins that will turn into fat. It flushes it out, right? So you need to drink 60 to 100 ounces of water daily, spread out. Usually drink about 20 ounces after each meal or with each meal. And then you might have some Gatorade and some other shit to drink too, but drink water. That's one. That's number one. Number two is exercise daily. Okay? Not I'm gonna exercise 2 days, 3 days this week. Put it in your mind to exercise daily. Okay? Naturally, you go through a decline and some things might come up and you might only get 4 or 5 days out of the week. But if you put in your mind that you're going to exercise daily, then you're going to make it a pattern of going every day. And then you might average 4 to 5 times a week. If you tell yourself you're going to go 4 to 5 times a week, then that decline is going to actually bring your average down to 2-3 times a week. If you tell yourself that you're only going to focus on exercising 2-3 times a week, you only got 2-3 days to work with, and then you got birthdays and dinners and all that stuff to come up, then you're just going to go down to 1 or none, right? So my fix has always been, if you ask me, exercise daily. Consult your physician about what exercises that you can do on a daily basis. It may be walking. It may be bicycling. It may be hiking, push-ups, sit-ups. It may be high-intensity interval training. It may be weights. But you need to do something physical 30 minutes to 1 hour every day, coupled with, number one, 60 to 100 ounces of water daily. And then number three, which probably would be number one, but number three is educate yourself about the fuel that you put in your body, what you eat. Okay? Now that may differ for a lot of people. So you have to do your own study on what is best for you to consume in your body. But you need to know, what food groups, what starches, what fats, what's good for this and what's bad for that. You need to know that, right? A lot of people out there got fancy cars and they more concerned about the type of fuel they put into their car than the type of fuel they put into God's temple, which is their body. So you need to pay attention and educate yourself on what fuel you put into your body. Right? You can study what's best for your body. We grew up on you got to have 3 meals a day. Well, that's been debunked. You don't need 3 meals a day. 2 meals a day, 1 to 2 meals daily with healthy snacks in the middle is enough for you to cut a considerable amount of fat from your diet, right? But once again, I say consult your doctor about what's best for you. But to recap, the 3 things that if you do it every day, you can't help but be in fair shape, good shape, better shape. And most of America, I think we hold the crown for one of the most obese countries because we have so much food and not enough discipline around it. But if you're doing these 3 things every day, it's hard for you not to be in shape. And that's drinking 60 to 100 ounces of water. Okay? Eating, I put it number 2. Eating well, nutrition, studying what you put into your body and not just eating any old thing, putting anything into your body without understanding what you're putting into your body. Put only the best fuel into your body. So eating well. And number 3, exercising daily. If you're exercising daily, drinking 60 to 100 ounces of water daily, and eating right, then you can't help but be in great shape. Usually when people are obese and they find themselves, they doing one of these 3 things or all of these 3 things out of order or not at all. They're not eating right. They're not watching what they put into their body. They're not getting up and being active, so they're not exercising. And they're not consuming enough water to keep their cells hydrated. And then they end up, you know what I mean, getting in poor shape, which the bigger picture about being in poor shape is it leads to depression and other mental health deficiencies as well. So yeah, just to wrap up, man, I like this piece by the Minister Farrakhan. It's one of those things that's whether you political or not political, this is just about all of us, right? A lot of his messages have to do with health and healthy living, right? And this is one of the best ones. So look, if you have anything to add, any comments to this, go ahead and add it, in the comments. Let me know, how you feel about, his statement. And, maybe if you have to add, maybe if you want to add some things, some advice of your own. If you're a trainer, there's any trainers out there that want to add some good do's and don'ts to do every day, add that in the comments so somebody else can see that and really help somebody else out. Without any further ado, y'all have a good one.